Well, more gun violence, this time in the Bronx, where a 30-year-old man was shot in the head and killed. It happened in the Belmont section. New York cops haven't released his name. Witnesses say everything happened so quickly.
I heard about 6 shots. When I turned around, the guy was shot on the floor dead.
Right now, no arrests and no suspects, not even a description of the killer.
That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. Welcome back to Monarch Smart TV. And if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy and turn them notification bell and place them on all so you do not miss a content. Why? We got the facts, we got the bangers, we got the truth. So grab your popcorn, grab your chips, grab your drink, grab anything you need to get comfy, relax, put your legs up and check out the facts.
We're getting a bird's eye view of the damage done by that confirmed EF2 tornado that tore through Portage Tuesday night. This drone video was taken by Michigan State Police yesterday.
Wow, you see that, ladies and gentlemen? That whole neighborhood is destroyed. Look at all them houses damaged. There's only a few houses that still stand up. Those houses must be brand new because everything is destroyed. Check it out.
You can see homes torn apart, debris scattered throughout this neighborhood,
wow,
along with many fallen trees. That community getting ready for another long day of cleanup with the destruction.
That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. Damn, tornado is strong as hell. I can't believe it. Let's find another story about this and see if anybody get hurt.
And this just in, now we have confirmed this is an EF2 tornado. Also today, we're hearing from the family of a woman who was trapped under her home. Wow. We're told it was picked up off its foundation and moved several feet. 13 Your Sign's
wow.
Lauren Baker spoke with her family. And Lauren, I understand that
they said her house was picked up and moved several feet.
This woman is expected to be okay after this.
Yeah, Elena, somehow, some way, this woman is only walking away with cuts and bruises. But before we get to her
man, thank God.
story, I want to show you what happened to her house. Just take a look right here. This is the foundation. This is where her house was. You can see debris just spread.
Ain't nothing there.
All over the area. And if you look over to my right, that's where her house is. You can see it's just
wow. So the house moved from where it located originally at, and look where it's at now. How she survived?
It's completely destroyed. And in the middle of all of that debris, that's where she was pinned. Now, I spoke with her family today who got very emotional when they talked about how when they came to this scene, they were just so grateful that instead of planning a funeral, they were just coming back to pick up the pieces.
Facts.
And I hear that their house is gone. And her emotion in that phone call and the screaming was the worst.
Wow.
Sorry. It was terrible.
A blanket of fear covers a family.
Man, imagine you on the phone with your loved one and a tornado hit them and she started to scream, and next thing you know, the phone cut off and you don't know what happened to her. You heard they was just planning a funeral. They ain't even know she survived. Man, lucky her. God was on her side.
Tuesday night, after a woman
Tech rescue full response
gets trapped under her own home.
At least 10 trailers are destroyed at this point, one occupied by a female.
It happened after a tornado ripped through a home in the Oak Brook Estates neighborhood in Portage, picking up the woman's home and sending it flying several feet. Kathy Irwin, the cousin of the woman named Therese, showed 13 on Your Side where her cousin was trapped among the rubble with only her arm sticking out.
But it was kind of like right here. Because she was pushed into the den. So she went with this room right here. And then Mark ended up in the yard.
Lexi Tewin, another cousin, says she and her brother ran down the street with axes after hearing someone was trapped on her cousin's street.
I was asking people like if they were okay as I was making my way, and they're like, we're all fine. There's only one house that was completely destroyed, and there's a woman under it.
But as she and other family members arrived, they realized who it was.
That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the land. This tornado is serious. I hope I never get caught up into no type of activities like this. Even them earthquake is crazy. Like I just faced one recently, but it wasn't that dramatical where damage our properties and stuff of that nature. That's crazy. That's crazy. But let's move on to the next story.
Vanessa, just heartbreaking. For the second morning in a row, we are reporting on a city teen losing their life to senseless violence. This time here in Sunnyside. I want to show you the plaza just behind me. The crime scene clearing just moments ago, where a 17-year-old girl was stabbed outside of that subway station. Police say this all happened right outside the 46th Street Bliss subway station at Queens Boulevard here in Sunnyside. You can see a knife from our video lying on the ground with the #1 evidence marker near it. While police are telling me no arrests have been made, they do have a person of interest. Another girl has been brought in for questioning. That girl was taken into custody at the end of the 7 line at the Main Street Flushing stop. Witnesses helping describe what happened to detectives, but it's still not clear what led to this and if the two knew each other. Onlookers getting off the subway, seeing a bloody crime scene, just in disbelief, saying they've had enough of this violence in their neighborhood. Listen.
Hard to put into words. It's senseless tragedy. It's terrible. Yeah, it's just awful. And I honestly feel like I've lived in this neighborhood for like 7-8 years. That it's getting worse.
It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Kids killing kids nowadays, man. I don't know, where are these parents? It's getting from bad to worse. I can't take this no more, man. But let's move on to the next story.
Suffolk County District Attorney announcing charges against 2 men accused of stealing tires and rims from more than 100 different cars.
He said, wow, tires and rims from over 100 different cars. Wow, that's a lot of bread.
As this amounted to around $500,000. Fox 5's Jody.
You hear that? 500,000. That's $500,000. God damn.
Goldberg has the details.
I went to the car and it was held up by 1 brick.
Olga Mazzarino says the 2 men accused of stealing.
Yo, that's crazy. She said she went to her car and it was held up by 1 brick. That's crazy.
The rims and tires off her blue Toyota late last year are where they deserve to be, in jail.
I felt like I was attacked or something was taken away from me.
Mazzarino is just one of several dozen victims. Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney says defendants Randy Woods and Dwayne Jones are charged with stealing rims and tires from 114 vehicles from eastern Nassau County to Yaphank in Suffolk over a 15-month period.
Hondas, Toyotas, Mercedes-Benzes, BMWs, as well as black rims on SUVs, anything that they could resell.
Resell for $500 to $2,000 on digital platforms like Facebook Marketplace and Instagram, according to Tierney, who says investigators recovered text messages between the men.
They were talking to specific customers who were telling them, look, I want, this type of tire, this type of rim, and then they would go out and look to fulfill that request.
Officials say there was a pattern. The men would strike in the middle of the night and hit cars in homeowners' driveways, apartment complexes, dealerships, and even hotel parking lots.
The cars are on the floor. There was damage to all the vehicles.
Paul Salguero, owner of 112 Auto Body in Patchogue, says damage to 8 of his cars cost close to $40,000.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Woods, who pleaded not guilty, is being held on $1 million bond. Jones, who is serving a 6-month sentence in New Jersey for an unrelated case, is expected to be arraigned next month.
Quality of life crimes matter. You can't steal other people's stuff in Suffolk County without you being held responsible.
Tierney says the thefts caused an estimated $500,000 in property damage. Both men are repeat felony offenders and could face a max sentence of 25 years to life in prison on the charges.
This crazy, ladies and gentlemen. What you mean? 25 to life on these charges? No way. This just theft. And you got people out here committing violent crime, killing people, and they ain't even getting that much time. And you telling me for stealing some tires off a vehicle, they ain't even hurt nobody. They're about to get 25 to life? Yo, y'all got y'all shit totally wrong. For real, for real, for real. But y'all letting out violent criminals that's killing people, hurting people, and all types of violent stuff to people and giving them no time, 1 year, 2 years. But you giving these dudes 25 to life? They're about to face life for just stealing tires off a vehicle? That's crazy. Let's move on to the next story.
Robbery happened Monday afternoon in a Dublin neighborhood. Two men reportedly approached that postal carrier. One was armed. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service says this is among at least 6 mail carrier robberies here in the Bay Area since last month.
That's crazy. They robbing the postal, the mailman. That's crazy. That's crazy. You can't find nobody else to rob?
New at 10 tonight, KTVU's Amber Lee.
Go find a job. Why y'all out there robbing mail peoples and stuff of that nature?
Joins us now live from Dublin after speaking with this latest victim. And Amber, she's
So y'all robbing and taking the mail?
now taking at least a month off of work to try to process what happened.
That's right, Julie. She is definitely shaken up, but tells me she's grateful that she wasn't physically harmed. Now, Dublin Police and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service are jointly investigating this case, and that the robbery was caught on tape. Surveillance video shows the female postal carrier putting items into a mailbox in front of a home in Dublin Monday afternoon around 4:30, when suddenly a masked man followed by a second person comes up from behind her. The postal worker, who asked not to be identified, describes being robbed at gunpoint.
Somebody came behind me and boom, just hit me and put a gun to the back of my head. And he said, "Give me your keys. You don't want to die, do you?" I go, no. So I reached in and got my keys, gave him my keys, and he goes, "Where's your phone? You got 2 minutes."
The carrier went to the mail truck to get her phone and handed it to the armed robber while fearing the worst.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
But the two men ran away after taking the keys to mailboxes and the truck, along with her cell phone. She went to a neighbor for help in calling 911.
I thought he was gonna shoot me when he was done, but I thought, well, I'm thinking in my mind, just stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. That's the best thing to do, stay calm.
She says she did not suffer any physical injuries, but is struggling with what happened. She tells me she's getting help from a psychiatrist.
Well, I feel anxious and I can't sleep and my heart is like pounding.
Still, she proudly showed me her uniform. She says she has worked for the U.S. Postal Service for 33 years. The 63-year-old tells me she had planned to retire in about a year and a half. Do you think you'll be able to go back to work?
I want to. I really want to. Because I like my job. But I think I will. I love my customers. I like to serve them.
That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. You are ready. People is just, they willing to do anything. Look who they robbing, the mail people. Shaking my head, man. Make sure y'all stay safe out there, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all like content like this, y'all know what to do. Peace and love, and we up out of here.